Hello everyone, welcome to AY Tutorials. Today we are going to study the processing of herbal materials. Here I have mentioned the steps of primary processing. First one is garbling, second one is washing, third one is parboiling, fourth one is leaching, and fifth one is drying. Where we are going to see the detailed information of these 5 steps. Here, these are the steps of secondary processing. It includes cutting or sectioning, aging or sweating, baking or roasting, boiling or steaming, stir frying, fumigation, and extraction. Primary processing. It includes simple procedures by which the herbs are prepared, like sorting of different parts, garbling, cleaning, and drying. The details of these processes are as follows. First one is garbling. It is also known as the sortings. This process it helps in ensuring the purity and cleanliness of the harvested material. This step is important to ensure the purity and cleanliness. Then dirt like oil, dust, impurities like insects, dead tissues, and residual non-medical plants are separated from the raw material. These primary processings are very important to sort out the impurities from the raw material. The process it depends on the parts of the plants to be prepared. The process may involve the procedures such as removing the dirt and foreign substances, then discarding damaged parts, peeling of the barks, sieving, trimming, removal of the hairs from the roots, removal of seeds from the fruits, stripping of the leaves from the stems. This process is done by mechanical means, but in some cases it is usually performed manually by the hands. Okay, now second one is washing. After garbling, the herbal raw materials should be cleaned well to remove the traces remaining soil, dirt, and other impurities from the surface. This washing is done for the removal of the soil and dirt. Then the roots, rhizomes, and tubers are washed with the clean water. Then during the this process, the scraping and brushing may be also necessary. Then parboiling, that is balancing. After washing, the certain herbal raw materials need to undergo parboiling process in which they are put in a boiling water for a short period. This process of parboiling is nothing but the uh, processing of raw material in a boiling water for a short period of a time. This may be in improving the storage of the raw material and prevents the insects or mold contamination. It may also facilitate in further processing, such as removal of stubborn impurities as well as outer coats or covering of the raw materials. Then leaching. Some impurities can be removed by subjecting the plant material under the running water, known as leaching. However, the duration of leaching should be controlled to prevent the loss of chemical constituents present in the drug. So basically, leaching is nothing but the washing or by simply the water to remove the material which are harmful for the body, which are also known as impurities. But that duration of the washing should be uh, less to prevent the loss of chemical constituents present in that specific drug. Then shade drying. Some medical plants cannot be directly exposed to the sunlight and hence to be dried under the shade. This drying process is slow but it helps in minimizing the loss color, then volatile oils and aromatic compounds from being evaporated. There are certain drugs which cannot be directly exposed to the sunlight, but if we want to dry them, then this shade drying process is used. This process is mainly used for the volatile oils and then aromatic compounds, Because these two type of compound, they get evaporated. The next type of drying is artificial drying. Drying by artificial heat is more rapid than open air drying and is necessary in rainy season and regions where there is high humidity. The temperature and the equipment used for drying depends on the physical and chemical nature of the drug and its constituents. Various equipment such as dryers, spray dryers, vacuum dryers are used. Overheating may lead to excessive loss of volatile components as well as decomposition of chemical constituents. The temperature should be kept below 60 degrees Celsius wherever possible. So, in case of artificial drying, we are going to use tray dryers, spray dryers, and vacuum dryers. But the temperature must be 60 degrees Celsius. And this drying is depends on the physical and chemical nature of that drug constituent. Then secondary processing. It refers to the steps which are applied to the herbs in addition to primary processing. The secondary processing, it differs from one herb to another depending on the nature of the active ingredients as well as therapeutic properties. The secondary processing, it includes the technique such as removal of foreign substances, prevention of microbial infestation, and enhancing the efficacy of drugs, reducing the toxicity extraction using suitable solvents, concentration, and drying of the extracts. These are further standardized by the different methods. So this secondary processing, here there are certain steps which are the addition of primary processing, and the secondary processing is differs from one herb to the another herb, depending on the nature of that active ingredients and also the therapeutic properties. There are certain processes which are carried out in the secondary processing of the herbal raw materials like cutting, sectioning, and comminution. After thoroughly drying, the herbal materials are processed by cutting and sectioning into the small sizes which are convenient for storage as well as extraction. The various sizes can be obtained depending on the part of herb and extraction methods used. Then aging or sweating. Aging refers to the storing the raw material for the specified time after harvesting, and it is generally done under the sun in a shade or in shade for up to a year. So this term aging is basically refers to the storing of the raw materials after their harvesting. During the process of aging, excessive water is evaporated and enzymatic reactions may occur to alter the chemical composition of the herbal material. Uh, s- so during the this process of aging, excessive water can be evaporated and there are certain reactions that can alter the chemical composition. For example, cascara bark, it should be aged for at least 1 year prior to use in medicinal preparations to reduce its irritant effects. Then sweating. Sweating is done by subjecting the herbal materials at the temperature between 45 to 65 degrees Celsius with the high humidity for the period ranging from the 1 week to the few months. Then herbal materials are stacked between woolen blankets or other kind of cloth. The sweating process is considered a hydrolytic and oxidative process in which some of the chemical ingredients of the herbs are hydrolyzed or oxidized. For example, vanilla beans are subjected to sweating between woolen blankets for about 2 months, during which they lose up to 80% of the weight and develop a characteristic desirable color and odor. So these herbal materials, they are stacked in between the woolen blankets or in any kind of a cloth, and there this sweating process is done, and which is hydrolytic and oxidative process, where the some of the chemical ingredients of the herbs can be hydrolyzed or oxidized. Then banking or roasting. It is the process of drug heating where the herbal material is heated in ovens. The temperature of the heating and duration of the baking or roasting is vary from one herbal material to another until the drug develops a specific color. For example, nutmeg is roasted till they turn to yellowish brown color. This process of roasting is nothing but the giving or resting that drug up to the specific temperature. The duration of that heating, it must be considered while each and every drug. Then boiling and steaming. In the boiling process, the drug is cooked in water or any other liquid solvent such as vinegar, wine, milk, or animal urine. This process of boiling is nothing but the drug is cooked in certain liquids like water, vinegar, wine, milk, or animal urine. Example: Acorus calamus rhizome is boiled in cow urine to enhance its anticonvulsant effect. In the steaming process, the herbal material is kept in the contact with the steam using a steamer, resulting in development of moist texture. Then under the secondary processing, it's infusion. It is the liquid preparation obtained by extracting the herbal materials with either cold or hot water without boiling. Other solvents may also be used. This process of infusion is nothing but the preparation of liquid which are obtained by the extraction of certain herbal materials in a cold or hot water. Then decoction. It is the liquid preparation obtained by simply boiling the herbal materials with the water. Fluid extract. It is the liquid preparation obtained by maceration or percolation of the herbal materials in alcohol. The ratio will be 1 part of the liquid containing 1 part of the herbs, 1:1. Then tinctures. It is a dilute alcoholic extract of the herbal materials typically made up of 1 part of the herbal material with 5 to 10 parts of the solvent. Then powdered extracts. It is a form of herbal preparation which is processed into dried, granulated, or powdered materials. So, in this process, the herbal drugs can be powdered. Here we are done with the processing of herbal materials. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the AY tutorials. Thank you.